Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you all about Fortnite Battle Royale's newest patch. This patch adds back Retail Row with some changes, and there is a minor nerf to the Brute. Getting into the Brute, first of all, they added a targeting laser that appears as players load and fire missiles. This will make it easier for you to understand that a Brute is targeting you, and hopefully this will allow you to dodge the rockets better. This, I don't think, is that big of a deal. They improved visual and audio feedback during the self-destruct sequence, so it should be more obvious if someone self-destructs. That way, you don't really get caught off guard by it as much. Updated the Brute spawn logic for large team respawn modes. Brutes will now spawn intermittently throughout the match instead of waiting for storm phases. This is basically for Team Rumble. Brutes abandoned in the storm will self-destruct after 30 seconds, and Brutes will reappear on the minimap after 15 seconds if no player is in either seat. Those last two changes are horrible. If you guys didn't know, there's a set amount of Brutes that can be on the map at a given time in each mode. Like in solos, for example, there can only be 3 Brutes on the map. So if a Brute was left, let's say the zone ends at Pleasant Park, right? But there was a Brute that was left at Paradise that no one interacted with at all. And once the storm has it and no one can actually get to it, there would only be 2 Brutes on the map. And if you extrapolate that, you might get games where there's just no Brutes on the map at all because all of them are left in the storm. Or players could get in the Brute, make it to where it no longer appears on the map, and then leave it there. That way it is no longer in the game either. And both of these changes get rid of that. The Brute will reappear, and if it's left in the storm, it'll get destroyed, and then another one will respawn. So we're going to have more Brutes in the game overall, which I think is a horrible change. I very much dislike the robot, and it seems like a lot of people very much dislike the robot, and they literally just made it to where we're most likely going to be dealing with more robots than we would before. One interesting thing is they increased the number of resources stacks contained in chests in Tilted Town from 1 to 3. So essentially you're going to get 90 material from every chest you open in Tilted Town, and this is going to make it to where the players who clear Tilted Town don't come out with basically no material, and you're likely going to come out with a significant amount of material after you clear Tilted Town. I think this is a really good change because as it was before, you could go Tilted Town and get a lot of kills, but you were going to kind of be screwed over on your limited mats. So now you're going to go there, you're not going to use the mats, you're going to accumulate a lot of material most likely, and then you're going to be able to go out and play Fortnite and actually have a decent game outside of Tilted Town and not have to clear Tilted Town, get a good start, and then spend time farming, and then before you know it, a majority of the lobby is dead or rely on other people dying. So I think that is a good change. The next thing I want to talk about is Retail Row is back. A Rift Zone has replaced Mega Mall POI with Retail Row. But Retail Row now spawns hordes of zombies who charge at the players. The zombies can drop a consumable or ammo or a weapon when being eliminated. And the zombies cannot go outside of the Retail Row Rift Zone. And chests and ammo containers will now be opened when destroyed. This is all for gameplay. But yeah, zombies, Retail Row is back. There's going to be zombies. This isn't the worst thing. It seems like each of those locations they bring back, each of those locations that have a dome on it, is going to have some form of gimmick. So far, we have Tilted Town, we have Loot Lake, and now we have Retail Row. Each of these locations has a gimmick. In Tilted Town, you can't build. Loot Lake is 0 gravity, and Retail Row has zombies. So, in terms of those gimmicks, zombies annoy me less than the other ones, and I think they impact the game less than the other ones. But I really do not like this trend. I feel like by the end of the season, if a lot of the locations come back that we expect to come back, like Greasy Grove, Lazy Links, Moisty Mire, Risky Reels, Flush Factory, it's going to get to the point where almost every location or a large portion of the map has a gimmick on it. So there's going to be less and less spots where you can land to avoid these gimmicks, but there's also going to be less and less late games that you can play out that are just going to be the normal game without one of these gimmicks. I feel like the best change they could do is make it to where these gimmicks or these rift zones turn off after the 3rd or 4th zone. That way they still have it in the game, but it doesn't necessarily impact late game, because I feel like by the end of the season, almost everywhere is going to be a Rift Zone, and it's going to be pretty rare that you have a late game that is just normal. And I feel like most players, while these locations can be fun, Tilted Town is fun to play, if you want to go there. That's the thing, you choose to go there, you know? But late game, you don't choose to go there, you just get forced to go there, and it's pretty irritating. So let me know what you think of that down in the comments below. What you think of the game being taken over by these gimmicks potentially. Overall, I think this is a pretty underwhelming update. For this being the first major update of Season 10, I think it's pretty unacceptable that brutes have not been nerfed in any meaningful way at all. I don't think the laser will have any impact on anything. There's way too many missiles. They hit way too hard. They come out way too fast. Knowing that the robot is targeting you really doesn't change anything for you, because a lot of times it was really obvious where the robot was targeting anyways. If you're playing squads and your squad's fighting the robot and the robot's looking at you, you know you're getting targeted. It's still pretty hard to avoid the missiles at times unless you have terrain that makes it somewhat easy, like having a hill or whatever in between you and the robot can make it somewhat easy to dodge the rockets, or having some form of mobility can make it easy to dodge the rockets. But I don't think this laser will really have any impact on whether or not I dodge rockets. Let me know what you think of all these changes in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please do remember to give it a like rating and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I stream Fortnite every single day on Twitch. I'm going to let the gameplay play out. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Does this guy have any explodes? No. There we go. GG's. Easy 15 kill win. From Fatal, I think, that game? Dang, dude. If I didn't waste so much time, it could have been really good.